Hey guys, seeing as most of us have a shortage on flour, we're going to making this baby cake topper. I'm starting out with a ball of flesh paste which we are adding Tylo powder to, as it will need to hold the weight of the head. Knead it in and then roll a teardrop shape before thinning out the neck at the top and pinching in a waist in the middle. It should look something a bit like this. Roll out some white paste and cut out a circle. Dampen the middle and place your body on top of it, folding the front and the backs up. Squeeze the excess paste at the sides together and snip it off with scissors. If the edge is a little wavy, just run a Dresden tool along the top to straighten it out. Don't forget to add in the belly button. I've placed the body on top of a polystyrene block and I'm inserting a cocktail stick down through the body and into the base. You also want to add in a second stick, but leave some poking out at the top to hold the head. One stick holds the body to your cake and the other will hold the head. As you can see, it's nice and secure. Take a ball of flesh paste, this doesn't have Tylo powder in, and roll your finger across the centre to create two lumps at either end. One lump needs flattening, which will be the top of the leg, and the other end needs tapping into a foot shape. Cut in 4 lines to create 5 toes. Separate the big toe and gently round it out. You can do the same with the others if you like, but I'm just going to keep them as they are. Remember, this is a baby's limb, so keep everything short and chubby. Stick the top of the leg to the side of the body with water and place your foot where you want it. Babies don't tend to have their legs straight out in front of them, they're more curled round. With the other foot, you can press in with the Dresden tool below the toes so you can curl them a little. You can position this the same, or to add a bit of interest and movement, place it out to one side or even curl it up like I'm doing here, as kids have an obsession with holding their feet. Sometimes we sit figures all in the same pose, so it's good to have a play around. The arm is also flesh paste rolled into a sausage with one end fatter. Squash this down and cut in a thumb. Round this out by rolling it between your fingers and tapping the sharp edge. Then cut in the 4 fingers and do the same, tapping the sharp edges. You can see the fingers get a little longer. Do this to all fingers, making sure you still have that short, chubby look, and gently roll in a chunky wrist. Cut some extra paste off from the top of the arm so it lays against the body better. Just stick this on with water and wrap the fingers around the foot. Do the same with the other arm. For the head, I'm using a 3 cm polystyrene ball and some flesh paste. I'm pushing the ball into the centre of the paste, pushing it up around until it's fully covered, and then rolling it smooth. I also rolled it to create an egg-like shape. Run your thumb along the lower third of the ball where the eyes will sit. Mark in 2 lines on the bottom. This will separate into chin and cheeks. Widen the marking by rubbing your finger on it, which will lift the cheeks and pull them out to either side. Once you have smoothed away any harsh lines, mark in a large smile from cheek to cheek and open up the mouth with the larger end of the Dresden tool. Fill this gap with a small amount of black paste and push it flat. Add in a tiny ball of white and push it into a small square tooth shape. Indent the corners of the mouth and add a small ball of the flesh paste for the nose. Feel free to add in little nostrils. Now for the eyes, I start by marking in the bottom and then drawing arches across the top. With the large end, push in all inside your drawn outline to hollow them a little. This can then be filled with a squashed ball of white paste, which you want to ease into the sockets using a Dresden tool and smooth it all out with your finger. For the pupils, just take a colour of your choice in a ball and squash it down flat until it's as big as you want. Then fill the insides of this with a black ball of paste. You can finish it off with tiny balls for catchlights. Using some pearl blush pink, gently brush the cheeks to make them rosy. With a fine paintbrush and some black paint, you can outline the tops of the eyes and add in tiny eyelashes. Watering it down will make it paler for the eyebrows. Push the head down onto the neck. I've placed mine slightly at an angle. For the tiny ears, take a small squashed ball of paste, hold it against the head and push the centre inwards to attach the ear. Then, if you wish, you can add little strands of hair using spikes of paste. I chose a pale brown and used my Dresden tool to flick them up. And we're done. You can easily add accessories such as a bow or a hat or a cute little rubber duck. The polystyrene ball inside helps to keep the head more round and it's lightweight. Hope you enjoyed this one. Something for you to try out if you have no flower like me. Feel free to click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you're only a tutorial viewer, maybe check out a few of my vlogs to keep you busy until next week's video. Thanks guys!